What up, guys? It's ManicMeeks back with more mystery case files, the 13th skull. So, I have to deliver the gumbo to that dude that was shooting at me earlier. Taters, drink and swaller. Is it this way? Wait, what's he? Nope, not the swap entrance. Which way was he? Uh-oh. Where was he? No, he wasn't. That's the service station. Maybe we need to go back a little further. No, not the carriage house. Nope. Down the path. There's a snake that's blocking me. I can't remember where this guy was. It's real sad. Where is he at? Oh wait, is he behind the thing? I think he's behind it. I think he's behind it. I think he's this way. I think he's this way. Right? Yeah, he's this way.
Well, looky here if it ain't my supper.
Oh, okay, I just want... What? Thank you.
Not sure how I feel about it being delivered by some stranger. You know, folks around here, we don't take kindly to strangers.
I noticed. Because you shot at me.
Mr. Who? Oh, you must mean that fella moved in next door. I wasn't aware he'd gone missing. All I know is he's keeping odd hours and poking around here like he lost something. I also heard that that couple they hired to clean up the place is into the devil magic.
Devil magic? Please let that be a thing. Yes, thank you.
You know, voodoo. I hear tell Mary Lee does the cavorting with the spirits and such. If I were you, stranger, I'd keep my distance from that one. She's just trouble looking for a place to happen. You don't want to go messing with that. That house next door has been subject to speculation for a long while. Now, I can't tell you much about the house's history, but I can tell you this, it's sat there empty for as long as I can remember. I'm surprised the Lawsons decided to move in, with it being cursed and all. Of course, they're not river folk like us, and probably don't carry much sense.
He's got all the buttons.
The curse of the pirate Phineas Crown. Some folks believe that house next door was built by him, and that his ghost still walks the halls, keeping an eye out for folks trying to steal all his treasure. Listen, stranger, I'd love to talk with you more about this, but my wife's been nagging me all week to get that old air conditioner fixed. How about this? Why don't you take a look at it and get that thing fixed, and then I'll tell you all I know about that pirate.
No, no, no. Okay, anything else? I can go in the house?
Cooter! I'm not having you or any guests until that air conditioner gets fixed.
I like her mouth didn't move on that one. It's okay though. Okay. Underpants. Really? There's a grill? Like, oh, okay, like an actual, okay, like that grill. I thought it meant like a grill. Banjo, a spring, and underpants. I'm not seeing this spring anywhere. Ah, right there. Okay. I'm always dreading when under the houses look like this. Ski goggles and spools. Sunglasses. Basket. Nope, not that. Nope, right there. Oh, this. No. Oh, that. Okay.
will set me on an anthill and rub jam in my ears. If that's the sound of my old air conditioner running, you just made yourself a new best friend. Now you just tell me what old Cooter can help you with. Like I was saying, folks say the famous pirate Phineas Crown built that house next door. Some say he's buried in the cemetery down the road. Folks around here are smart enough to stay clear of that place. Oh, Phineas Crown was a wicked one, all right. He used to run a smuggling operation out of New Orleans in the 1700s, and eventually got into pirating the Gulf of Mexico. He and his men would sneak up alongside trading ships in the middle of the night and everyone on board. Instead of looting the ship, he'd steal the whole dang thing. No one knows what happened to the ships he plundered. Some folks say he sailed them right up the Mississippi and into the swamps around here. When he got too old for pirating, he built a big old mansion and threw a party. And it was there, people say, that a horrible fire broke out and killed every last guest.
Hi, Detective. Welcome to Louisiana. My name's Charlotte. Why don't you cool off with a nice cold glass of lemonade? I take it you've had the misfortune of meeting my other half, Cooter. Good mercy. Where did I go wrong to marry that sack of bricks? Yes, we finally have some new faces just down the lane. I still should throw them a proper housewarming. I'm afraid Cooter doesn't like me leaving the house, as he is just plumb sure that I will run off with another man. Anyway, I just spend my days watching my stories and working on my dog collection. Mr. Cricket's belonged to my dear mother before she passed, rest her soul. You see, Mother was deathly afraid of snakes. And since snakes are afraid of parrots, well, she found a feathered friend and a protector in Mr. Cricket's.
Really?
I apologize for the vulgarity the bird has learned from my loathsome husband. Oh, my dolls are my pride and joy. The doctor told us years ago that we should not have children because of Cooter's temper. But their tiny voices console me at night when I wish that I had made better life choices. Aside from Mr. Cricket's, my dolls are my prized possession. I only need one more to complete my collection. And there's one in that game down at the tavern. But I have never had the good fortune of getting it out.
Uh-huh.
Keep your hands off our property.
Poopy bird.
Uh-huh. All right, back down here. Where's the doll? my gosh, how many coins do I have to use? I hate y'all. Okay, is this just like luck of the draw? Because I don't want to sit here and do this for 85 years. It's like an American Girl doll. It does look like an American Girl doll.
Well, I'll be. You've completed my collection. Oh, don't they look so happy all together like that? I wish I had some money to repay you, but Cooter handles the finances. I'll let you borrow Mr. Cricket's for a little while, but you have to keep him away from that Mary Lee. That woman working for them folks down the road should not be trusted. Who knows what kind of voodoo she could do to my sweet Mr. Crickets? If I were you, I would keep my eye on her.
What? What do? Oh. Okay. Well, I'll go talk to Mary. I'm like, y'all need to quit playing. I thought I lost this lady's bird. I'm like, oh no.
Just who do you think you are running around here making such a mess? That foul excuse for a dog got into the garbage that you saw fit to spread across the kitchen. Now, it is one thing to be investigating the disappearance of Mr. Lawson. It is entirely another to be making a mess for me. Now, I suggest you find that trash and pick it up.
Okay, nothing in there. Okay. How is that tray gonna fit in there? Really? Okay.
Ooh, Detective, you smell like that garbage you've been picking up around here. If you've got a question to ask me, you best be quick about it. Like I said before, my beliefs are no concern of yours, Detective. If you have a hankering to find out about voodoo, I suggest you find your way downtown and speak with someone named Mama Amy. She runs the store down the way. She should be open about now, and she can answer any questions you might have.
Okay. Very Miss Cleo of her. And a shrunken head.
Welcome to Voodoo Absolute. Folks round these parts call me Mama Amy. Look like you got something on your mind, child. Come on in, take a look round. Afraid I don't rightly know of any lost souls, child. The folks who moved in down the road best be moving on. Make no mistake, there's evil up there. I can tell by the look in your eyes you've seen the face of evil. I'm sure by now someone has told you about the curse of the evil Mr. Crown. I'd be happy to tell you more, but I don't much care for charity. The rain has been keeping me from restocking my inventory. How about you go fetch me some items for my display here? You do that, and I may teach you a little voodoo.
Okay. Find items around the swamp and the town. Okay. Okay. Guess nothing in there. Nope, I didn't even do that. is that? I can't see what these things are. How do I get the bird to stay with me? Oh, he flies back. Okay. The real question is, where's the rest of this stuff at? I feel like some of these items have got to be in the swamp. Okay. Can't go that way. Already got the thing out of here. Okay. Okay, got the flower that was up here. I need something to keep the bird in. Ooh. Okay. Okay, do I have a screwdriver? I do! Okay. Okay. Now I can go get the bird. Wait, wrong way. This way. Okay. Now I need to go to the swamp. Because now I have the thing that the snake is scared of. Okay.
Something I can do for you, stranger?
Not be so damn weird.
I don't know nothing about it. Frankly, I don't care to. Don't tell me you came all the way down here to ask me such foolish questions. Do I look like I want to be bothered? The only ghost around here is gonna be wearing your shoes if you don't leave me alone.
Hopefully. Is that everything? Nope, I need an egg or something. Okay. Okay. Okay, so where's the egg? Is it... No. I just assumed that the egg would be over here. It's gotta be down here somewhere, right? It has to be over here. Ah ha ha. Get back to Mama Amy because nope. right.
Thank you for running that errand, Detective. Why don't you take this as payment? It's what I call a sleeping conjure. You put a little in someone's drink, and they will sleep fine for a short while. Is there anything else Mama Amy can do for you?
Why would you give me a sleeping potion?
Just hearing that name makes my blood run cold. It's the man who built and then rebuilt the house down the way. I say rebuilt because he burned it. He burned it to the ground with the screams of his 13 crewmen inside. He didn't want them knowing where he'd hid the treasure. One skull each for every man who died in the fire. I suppose he wanted his crew with him long after he passed on. Find the skulls, and you find the treasure. I reckon that nasty old Mr. Crown is keeping watch over what he don't want found. Best be careful out there, Detective. Snakes and gators aren't the only trouble in those waters. The only reason someone would be out there is because they want to be left alone. I'm afraid you'll have to tell that Mrs. Lawson that no one has seen nor heard from her missing husband.
What do you mean no one's heard of my missing husband? I've posted signs around town, and it's all over the paper. Marcus wouldn't have simply wandered off and left my daughter and I alone. It was his idea to move here in the first place. I'm sure those crazy locals had something to do with it.
You mad, bruh? You mad?
That crazy neighbor of ours, he fires his gun at anything that moves. How do I know he didn't attack Marcus? Have you met the lowlifes at that bar? That dive bar down by the river? Don't tell me that place isn't full of criminals. I'm beginning to wonder if that couple we hired isn't behind all this.
Someone's sounding crazy.
There's something shady about them. I can't put my finger on it, but I've seen the way she looks at me. I thought we were doing them a favor by giving them jobs and letting them stay in the carriage house. I would appreciate it if you would quit running all these little errands and get to the bottom of things.
How about you get your life?
Looks like that rain's here to stay this evening. How goes the investigation, Detective?
He always sounds like he's trying to hold itself together. Like,
The dark magic is not something I recommend fooling with, Detective. You best be keeping an eye out for the missing Mr. Lawson. And keep the other eye off me and my wife. That includes peeking round the corner where we're staying. That carriage house is going to stay locked. I told you everything I know, and you best be respecting our privacy.
hostile.
Well, I don't believe in ghosts, but that place makes me uneasy. Funny you ask, though. The only time I seen it open was the morning after Mr. Lawson disappeared. You can't be thinking that some ghost come out of his grave and went after him. Well, I never did actually unlock that gate, but I know where one of the keys is hiding. I suppose I could lend it to you, but I need you to help me with something first. All this rain is making these weeds grow faster than I can get rid of them. How about you grab a pair of them garden shears and clip all them weeds along the side of the house?
Do I have garden shears? I do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, wrong way, save it here and start this in the next video. So thanks for hanging with me, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!